Welcome to battle number 6 of week number 6 of the FnF Victory Road Draft League. I'm Noel from Mystical Chain, and I'm going to be commentating the battle between the Murican Braviarys and the Bayside Divers. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon we'll be seeing are Mega Venusaur and Mega Gardevoir respectively. We will not be seeing any Z Crystal Pokemon on the Murican Braviarys, with both Blossom and Gallade absent. We might see Staraptor unleash a Z move. It has Z attack privilege. The other Z Pokemon that is available, which I believe is Tyranitar, is not going to be making an appearance. Yes, it is Tyranitar. So, without any further ado, let's get into the commentary. We have Noob Scrub with his famous stall team looking very defensive. The only really wall breaker we have here is Hoopa Unbound. Empoleon can do some big damage with its special attack stat, but Hoopa Unbound is probably going to be the one attacker. The other ones are going to be slow and steadily trying to get that defense on. On the other side, we have a bit more of a mixed team. We have some strong attackers like Staraptor, we have some utility attackers like Frostlass, and we even have Natu, who can use Magic Bounce to its advantage to bounce back Toxic and Spikes, Leech Seed and things like that. So it'll be an interesting battle. The big question will be, can Bayside Divers break through the defense of the Murican Braviarys? That is the question that we're going to be exploring today, and let's see if we can answer that. So I'm going to start. This is a replay, so not live, and let's do it. Okay, so we start with Empoleon and Staraptor. Empoleon goes for that Protect, trying to scout what Staraptor is going to do, and Staraptor goes for a U-turn. Staraptor sets up a Tailwind, interesting, and Empoleon goes for that Stealth Rock. Sparky the Luxray comes out, getting hit by that Stealth Rock. Protect is not going to allow us a Scout. Luxray is now burned, and Empoleon is protected. Safe switch into the possible Thunderfang. Indeed, Venusaur comes out. Facade hits really hard, doing 57% to Venusaur. Wow. Tailwind is now gone, however. And Venusaur goes for the Synthesis. Luxray goes for an Ice Fang. It's super effective, but it's not going to do much damage because of Venusaur's Thick Fat. So Facade is actually a lot better in this situation. Cynthia the Gardevoir comes out, getting Leech Seeded by Venusaur. And in comes Hoopa Unbound. Cynthia is now Mega Evolved, however Psychic is not going to affect Hula Hoopa. Risky move, switching in Hoopa to Gardevoir. Gunk Shot's going to take Gardevoir down. That's the first Pokemon to go down on Bayside Divers. Elsa comes in. Elsa goes for the Destiny Bond. And Hoopa uses Gunk Shot, which does 53%, doesn't take down Elsa. Elsa goes for Spikes. And Gunk Shot's gonna miss. Will Elsa set up another Destiny Bond? Nope, Venusaur is going to come out instead. Elsa sets up Destiny Bond, but it's not going to do much because Venusaur is out. Ice Beam is going to do about 30%, that Thick Fat really saving Venusaur from taking super effective damage from Ice moves. And Frostlass is now seeded from Leech Seed. Destiny Bond is up again, allowing Venusaur to go for a Synthesis. One more layer of Spikes is up on Noob Scrub's side, and Sludge Bomb is going to bring Elsa down to 1%, but the Leech Seed is going to be what takes it down all the way. In comes Cobalt the Cobalion. And Toxapectorals comes out. Zen Headbutt going to do about 35%. Good damage, but Toxapex does have Recover. Zen Headbutt hitting once again. But Recover is going to allow some HP to come back, and Recovery does more than Zen Headbutt, but a Flinch can change that. And indeed, that's a Flinch. One more Zen Headbutt. I'm not sure if one more Zen Headbutt will be enough unless it's a critical hit. And the Zen Headbutt hits once more, but Recover allows Toxapex to go right back up. Here we have Iron Head, which could also flinch, but the flinch does not go through. Alright, going back to the Zen Headbutt. And Scald's going to hit. No burn coming from that Scald. Another Zen Headbutt, this time a critical hit, and no flinch. Scald also hitting with a critical hit, both sides getting those criticals. And a final Zen Headbutt is going to take Toxapectorals out. In comes Chad Jr. the Chansey. I'm sure this Chansey will not want to take a close combat. Protect to scout that move. And indeed, that's a close combat. You might see Dusclops switch in. Yep, that's exactly what happens. Dusclops switches into the predicted close combat, but it's a Stone Edge that hits Dusclops instead, calling out that switch. Zen Headbutt's going to hit Dusclops. Will it burn? Oh, it goes for the Will-O-Wisp, but the Will-O-Wisp misses. And Iron Head hits Dusclops. Will-O-Wisp is now on Cobalt. Cobalt's probably not too happy to be burned. In comes Good Morning the Natu. Natu taking some of that Pain Split damage. And Hoopa Unbound is the one who's going to come out. Natu sets up a Reflect. Hyperspace Fury takes down Natu. And in comes Luxray, who is protected by Reflect. But Venusaur is going to be the one to come out, taking a Facade. Facade doing 62% on Venusaur, bringing Venusaur down to 22%. And in comes Chansey. Ice Fang, critical hit, doing 34%, and freezing Chansey, wow. Facade is going to take down Chansey. Reflect is now gone. Dusclops comes out. And a Thunderfang is going to take down Dusclops. Another critical hit. Wow. Lady Luck is present in this battle for sure. And in comes Venusaur. Nearly fainted due to the spikes. And an Ice Fang going to do about 21% to Venusaur. Meanwhile, the burn is slowly whittling down Luxray. Synthesis is going to bring Venusaur back up. Luxray going for the Facade, doing about 45%. Can Venusaur stall out this burn? Can it go for a Sludge Bomb? Another Synthesis. And Facade hits, doing 45%. This is just stalling out the turn with Venusaur. In comes Ace the Staraptor. Venusaur going for that Synthesis. And Empoleon comes out. Ace going for that Z move. It's going to be Supersonic Sky Strike hitting pretty hard, doing 48%. Empoleon still comfortably alive. Empoleon using Protect to scout out what move will come next. It's a close combat from Ace. And close combat hits once again, taking down Empoleon. And in comes Venusaur. Staraptor goes for the U-turn. And Cobalion is the one to come out. Not in good shape from the burn, but it is immune to Sludge Bomb. Will Cobalion get some flinches off of a Zen Headbutt? Let's see. Nope, Stone Edge is the move that hits instead. Not dealing too much damage because of that burn. And Zen Headbutt is not going to affect Hoopa because it is Dark type. Drain Punch, super effective, and takes down Cobalion. And Sparky the Luxray comes out on its last life. In comes Venusaur. Venusaur getting hit by a strong Facade, dealing 42%, bringing it down to 5%. And Staraptor is the last Pokemon to come out. Staraptor uses U-turn, hits Venusaur, takes it down, and Hoopa is the last Pokemon to come out. 46%. This is... Ooh, and Staraptor, Ace of Staraptor goes for the Brave Bird, taking down Hoopa. Really close match. That was intense. Wow. 1-0 victory for the Bayside Divers over the Murican Braviarys. Staraptor really showing its wall-breaking potential, along with Luxray. Really good strategy there. Luxray being burned by Flame Orb prevented Toxic, prevented a more passive playstyle. Luxray really set the pace of that match, and Staraptor as well. Noob Scrub did a good job in defending against the Pokemon, but the spikes damage with the switches and all that damage really racked up over time. Overall, a really close game. Good guy. I was gonna say good guys. Good game. Good games from both sides, and a really enjoyable match. Really high stakes, really high paced, and very close. So, good game, and that was battle number 6 of week 6 of the FnF Victory Road Draft League. I'm Noel from Mystical Chain, and tune in for the last battle of week 6 coming soon.